Hello! I'd like to tell you a little bit of how I'll use the sewing hook. We posted on our Facebook page and on our Instagram page yesterday that we are selling these sewing hooks, and it raised a lot of questions and people wanted to know on how to use them. And I will try to show you a bit on how I use them at least. We also got a question if we have any evidence of people using them in the past. We do not have that unless you start by saying that the past started around 1920s, because then we know we have evidence for that. People working with furs and leather, they are using a hook, and they have used that since at least the 18th century in Sweden. But that's more of a clamp and not a hook in this matter, but it has the same function. We also have pictures of people using a sewing cushion from 14th and 15th century, especially when sewing linens. It is the same function, but a different style of variation. My hook is about palm size, and they are all equally sized, the ones that we are selling. I have tied a piece of band to the back end of it so I can attach it to a table or to my leg. So I tie it around my leg like this, quite close to my knee. Be careful, it's extremely sharp. And then I take my two pieces of woolen fabrics that I want to sew together. I have started sewing them together a bit because it's a bit tricky to add them to the hook and sew the first stitches at the same time. So you can start by sewing some stitches first. And then you just slide the hook through the fabrics and hold it like that. And then it's just sewing. It's extremely neat and nice because you get the same stretch and the same tension on both the fabrics that you're working with. If you slide them over your finger, the top layer will get a longer angle and ending up with them not matching at the end. That never happens, and I don't even need to use any pins while sewing with the sewing hook. I hope that explains how it works, and I hope you like it because I think it's an extra hand and it's absolutely super useful when sewing. And when I've come a bit further off here, I'll just change and move the hook and start all over again. In that way I get a very nice working position, and I don't need to be over at my hip trying to sew, and I'm always on my lap, being a very good working position. Hope that helps. Right, bye.